Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm curious to hear what you have up your sleeve today.
I'm sure he has something very important to tell us.
The best sword in the world.
It's first-class Toledo steel. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig. It just got a bit complicated.
But if you want to make a fancy sword, the best thing to do is...
Wait, but the result is worth it.
I've got it all figured out. Let's get down to business.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword.
I'll take care of Istvan and get the sword.
That's a brilliant plan.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses.
No, isn't a good time.
It's impossible for Sir Radzig's sword
To be a...
Blade of first-class steel.
And that's just the problem.
Sometimes you have to make tough decisions in life. I hoped you wouldn't make the same mistakes as me.
That's disappointing.
The question is, what do you want?
I'd rather not build anything just now. Sir Radzig's sword can wait a while.
The story is ended. It seems this chapter of your life is over. What are you going to do?
I need to keep the sword for myself.
You will not get another chance.
Is that really necessary?
It is!
I want to see a bit of the world. Have more adventures.
You even succeeded in getting that adventurous sword of ours back. It's yours, son.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords.
My father was a swordsmith. He even forged swords for the nobility.
That kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed.
Where can I get materials? Show me your wares. Toledo steel. There's nothing better for a sword.
How many?
I saw 3.
That's exactly what we need.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
So come over to the anvil.
I need a few experienced crafting tips.
Good. Fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
Now get the furnace nice and hot. Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, but don't overheat it either.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up. And by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has 2 sides. Turn it over and continue on the other side. It's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want.
Just a bit more, and I'll be done. And that's that.
You've got it finished! All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right, let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Sharp as a razor.
Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made.
I'd say it looks pretty much like a sword, eh?
God's nails. That's quite something.
First class, welded steel.
But in the end, you did it. You're a hero.
I was glad to help, but now there's something I need from you. Subscribe. Well, thank you very much for your clever plan.
You haven't disappointed me yet, lad. So I'm sure forging an exceptional sword won't be a problem for you either.